Hello and happy Tuesday, everyone. This week we are doing Crimson Forest, and isn't it how beautiful the vines look? Isn't it just beautiful how the vines look? It looks beautiful, is what it looks like. I think so, and I know that everyone agrees with me all the time, and that is excellent because I am always right and beyond question. Question? Question. Quest onion. But we still need gold. We still need to find gold. That adds an extra layer of complexity. But before I do that, I might as well just start hauling some lava up, and do a little bit of work to make sure that, you know, we're at least benefiting from the lava generation as it happens. So I hope everyone out there in internet land has had a good week. If you haven't had a good week, it is your fault. And how could you? Everything is going so well in general, and everything is so easy and certain, and we're at the end of history. And there are no big ethical dilemmas or moral quandaries to worry about. And isn't it amazing what vines just do on their own like this? It's crazy. It's so amazing. Okay, so a little bit of lava. You might think wrongly that I am procrastinating on actually going back into the Nether because I am afraid of the Nether. And to that I say, no, not even, no, 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 nope, nope. And other convincing sounds. Oh my god. I almost died there, didn't I? Oh, that's... Okay. Can I get through here? No. Oh no. Oh, well. Okay. See? It's perfect. It's perfect. There's no problems. Well, actually, this is perfect. I can just fall down the middle. And I do like that. I do like the way that is looking. But, you know, it involved a lot of waiting for vines to grow. You can't bone meal them. You can't just collect a bunch of vines and stack them all the way down. So, you know, it just makes it that much extra work. And I have just about what I need to carry all of this lava up. So we're gonna have a good array of portals. It's gonna be a beautiful setting. Yeah, sometimes it takes longer in the setup if you do things the right way, but in the end, I think it is worth it. You know, I think. Therefore, poison spiders. Oh, you thought I forgot what channel this is. You know, it's called Symbiosister, not Sim doesn't like poison spiders. Sister. You know, that would be a very bad name for a channel. So that's why it's not. That's why it's not one. That's silly. Okay, that kind of... Okay. Alright, so I'm willing to pretend that everything's going fine in general, but, you know, is it really going fine? It does seem as though there might be, you know, some nuclear fun stuff. Some, you know, some radioactive fallout, you know, some unnamed human-made horrors, you know, beyond our comprehension, you know, beyond our comprehensive onion. You know, as the Bhagavad Gita said, you know, destroyer of something. Now I am something, you know, and then boom, you know, big explosion, like really big, like whoa, big explosion, you know, and that was Oppenheimer, and they're saying this, people are saying this, so, you know, I think it's always important to remember that the correct tool for harvesting pumpkins is an axe. It's just such an elegant tool, you know? It's got the handle, it's got the thwacky bit, it does the thing. It's awesome. Big fan of an axe. And also, big fan of poison spiders. Because where would we be as a civilization, you know, as a collection of human beings driven hither and thither by the forces of fate and chance, like moths around so many flickering candles, occasionally flying too close, losing dust, losing a wing, losing a life sometimes. In this cosmic dance of remembering and forgetting. Poison spiders. Poison spiders. Okay, so what is this? What is this about? What is this about? Is this like a midlife crisis? You know, is that what this is? I'm just trying to figure it out myself, you know? So, how do we... This is going to be a little tricky. I think what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to... this is a bad idea. Okay, well... That kind of works. I don't like that at all, but it does kind of work. And then we have, I guess we could just remove almost all the dirt, and then we still have enough to make like another frame. But you know, dirt's useful. I find dirt very useful because like there's so much you can grow on dirt. It's such a good material for growing things in. You know, dust to dust into something. Dust returns dust. Soil, dirt, dirt, soil. It's something like that. You know, it's a very profound saying that is very important to get right, to say correctly. Oh my goodness. Okay, not doing that again. Not doing it that way. Definitely coming up here with more material next time, so I can. Oh no. Okay. Perfect. Watch. Oh, like a knife. You know, I would have died if it was like just a little closer. You know, this is what I go through for you. You know. What do you appreciate? What do you appreciate? What do you appreciate? You know? Because I try so hard. Here. No, all I want to do is to sleep, and then I'm getting gold. Okay, so we're making a beeline into the darkness of the caves to find if there is any gold. We've got pickaxes, we've got fishing rod. I don't really need the fishing rod. I don't want the beetroot seeds or the pumpkins or the cherry logs or the gravel or the buckets. The vines are nice. The dirt's nice. The shears, probably, actually, I do want those. I want that to stay here. And then I'll keep the arrows in case I kill a skeleton and it gets, and it drops a bow. But yeah, so I'm basically just jumping straight into mining here. You know, after you know, doing a little bit of portal building. You know, I mean, we've got the pattern established, so it's just a matter of like carrying on with that and finishing that up as things go on. Yeah, but this is definitely a slow goer. You know, it's about the journey. You know, it's not about the whatever. The destination is like destination. You know, I barely. What is that? You know, that's so destination smash station. You know, that's all there is to it. And sometimes when that isn't enough, we have to remember. So, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh darn. Well, that could have turned out a lot worse. But, food. I did need food. So there's a silver lining there because I do need to bring food. 2, 3, 6. I think that's enough. I don't think that this is going to be much food, but that's it. Okay, so I can only get one bowl of... This is a terrible food source. Why would anybody use this? What is the point of the... Okay, I mean, I have one bowl of beetroot soup. I have... Okay, there's some stuff, but I really don't have a lot of food. Well, you know what? Let's just give it a try. I think if I just jump back down there, I can grab my stuff, torch up the area and make sure I don't get mobbed by more creeblers, and it should be fine. It should be fine. It should be chill. It should be dandy, you know? Don't worry. Don't stress. Don't go insane. Don't mail a pipe bomb to, you know, anyone who would get me on an FBI watch list. I'm definitely already on. You know, all the things. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot. You know, it's a lot to handle. It's a lot to cope with. It's a lot to, you know, rememberize. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to remember, you know. It's a lot to dismember. It's a lot to circumflagellate. It's a lot to expectorate. It's a lot to expect. It's a lot to reconfigure. It's a lot to reconvene. And at the end of the day, it's just a lot. Okay, so sword. I don't know. This is a little. I am not sure what's the right thing to do here. I think definitely that wasn't it, though. Well, maybe it's for the best. You know? Maybe he'll start a good life down at the bottom of that ravine. You know? Get married. If creepers do even get married. I mean, if they're just blowing up to spread their spores, then I guess, what would marriage look like for a creeper? Do they do you think creepers you know? I'll bet they do. Because how else would they get fertile spores? I mean, if it's alternation of generations, then the adult form would be haploid. So the creepers would be kind of analogous to like a gamete. To like a gamete cell in an animal. And the spores would be more like fully formed embryos. So you'd need two haploids to generate one diploid. So they would have to engage just before the how did that not do you any damage? Darn it. Oh, alright. I don't see any gold, which is like a little bit disappointing considering how big this cavern is. Like, this is a massive space. You'd think there'd be like a gold ore somewhere. I'm actually gonna have to do mining, aren't I? I'm gonna actually have to mine in this game. What is this game even called? You know, is it called, you know, Gold Ore Isn't Anywhere Craft? Is it called there's no gold in the mountain because it's a mountain? Why would there be gold in it? That would be silly, you know. Craft, that's what it's called. That's a bad name for a game. Like, how does that even fit on like the homepage? That doesn't make any sense. You know, why would you call it that? I mean, isn't like part of the joy of discovery, seeing things, you know? like hallucinations, like when they're not, when you see something and it's like it's not real and it's not, and it's not there and it's not, like it's not there because it's not real, but you see it, you know, like a hallucination, you know. Sometimes the joy of discovery is just seeing things. Okay, well, all I'm seeing is disappointment. All I'm seeing is a dearth of gold ore. And non-poison spiders that aren't even poison. There's no poison in them. You know, it's despicable. They have spiders these days. There's no poison. I should make addition to be somebody's like drunken aunt. You could even pay me to do it. You could pay me. You could pay me to do that. No. No. Oh, fart. Well, I think this is obviating some pretty structural issues with my whole setup. The most important of which being I should exclusively be farming potatoes because they're the only thing that give you any hunger saturation and that are like simple to grow. And I shouldn't be growing any wheat because you can make only like a little bit of saturation up with bread. But that being said, I do have 3 carrots and a bunch of seeds, and like maybe if I kept up with the wheat growing, you know, I could make a ridiculous amount of bread. But that seems like not a good idea. Oh no. Okay, so do I go? Okay, underground is like marginally safer if the above ground is dark, because then the mobs that try to spawn above ground can, and so they don't spawn as much underground by like a little bit, I think. So maybe going underground at night with like 5 bread, maybe this is the answer that I've been looking for my entire life. Maybe this is what I was made for. Maybe this is my destiny, you know? Some kind of destiny. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this seems like a good idea. I feel so much like this is a good idea. I don't understand why this is just in one place. What's going on there? Oh, it is. Oh, it is over there. It's just thin. Okay, so then I just need to find where I was, and I think it was this way. I think it was this way. I'm gonna have to like backtrack. I might find gold. I mean, I really hope I find gold. It's just, well, it's not I guess it's not like a one-for-one procedural type thing. I can't just be like, oh, I know exactly where it is, you know? I don't know, I could do something sneaky, like I know where it is, but I don't want to say, so, but that's not what this is. I'm actually a little bit, oh, okay, well, we don't have to see that creeper. We also don't have to see that drown if we don't want to. We can just collect all the things. Oh, okay, come on. Yeah, here we go. Okay, better the devil you know, right, than the devil you don't even know. Devil you don't know. You don't even... Oh, no, come on. No, I don't want there to be a creeper. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, oh, another one. Zombies. No, come on. Don't even... You're not even fun. Guys, I don't want to party. You always want to do the, like... You always want to do the boring party favors. It's always the same 3 things. It's like... You know? Find new sources of joy in your life, you know? There. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Abandon. Okay. Red. That reminds me of what I need to get on the way home. Okay. There we go. Welcome to my spike trap of despair, you know? Get despaired by my spike trap of despair. Oh, what did you do today? Oh, I beat a guy to death with a pickaxe. Oh, that's great. Don't worry, he was already dead. What? That's not very nice. You know? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, you know what? I think it's for the best that I stop engaging with this whole scenario. I think it's for the best that I simply refuse and don't... that's it. I'm done. I am digging straight down until I reach the bottom of the world, and then I'm digging straight up until I reach the top of the world. Maybe I'll just find gold this way. I mean, I would reckon it's unlikely. But then again, so was that scenario involving, well, someone who shares half of your genetic material. By virtue of being the source of it. You know, that scenario was unlikely. But, well, it happened. This is interesting. There's some glow lichen. Do I have my shears? I do have my shears. Glow lichen might actually be my best friend for this. Oh no. Zombo. Hello, El Zombo. El Zombozo. Fuck. Okay, so pretend I didn't swear. And then I'll dub in more swearing later. Okay, so make sure she needs to swear more often. She's not swearing enough. No, I don't want to swear. I promise. I'm good. I don't swear. I don't drink crack cocaine. I don't eat. You know, pray, love. Oh no. Well, I mean, at least I found some iron. That's like kind of a nice thing. I rate the chances that I actually find my way out of this cave alive with it very low, but you know, stranger things have, and continue to have in the past, you know? There, you little creeper. Where's that little creeper? Okay, I mean, I'm basically just finding my way into a bunch of stalagmites. So, whether or not this is just going to be a dead end. I mean, I guess if I get to the top of a stalagmite and then I'm still, like, digging my way up, I could just, like, tower up and then dig into the ceiling and kind of do it that way. It would be nice to know exactly where I am. But yeah, I mean, the drowns just make everything so much more dangerous. Like, to a frustrating extent, I would argue. Okay, I see daylight. I literally see daylight. I think I know where that is. I think I know where that is. I think that's the bridge. I think that's the space that the bridge from the tunnel leaving the house is. But the chances of finding gold in this... Oh. So I need torches. I need coal. I need food. I need a lot of food. Well, I might actually at this point be able to... Yeah, because actually I see my torches there. Where is this? Okay, so I need to... can I cross that gap? Yeah. Oh. Well... Yeah, like, why not? Let's just do this, like... reasonable. Let's do the reasonable way. And then just Leroy X Jenkins. Leroy X Jenkins it. Leroy, get out of here. And, oh no. Just get out, 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 just get out. Oh no. Where is that? Oh, I have to swim up a 1x1 tower at the bottom of a dark pit. Oh, this is great. No, this is perfect. This is awesome. This is the perfect way. This is how all mining should be done. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely, this is gonna go fine. Yeah, don't even look down. Don't fucking, just don't. No! 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 Arg! Come on, get up. Go. Arg! I was so close. This is the worst. This is the worst. Oh no. Now I know what Jesus felt like on the cross, dying and bleeding all over the place, and dying and bleeding and bleeding and dying, and getting all that vinegar all up in the wounds, and dying and bleeding and dying. Arg! No! Ah! You know? And you know what you would appreciate? No! This sucks! If only there was a piece of golden armor in a chest somewhere. You know, somewhere. I'm gonna have to go back past the... Oh... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna grab a couple torches, just a couple torches. It's fine. It's fine. There's a couple torches. You know, though, you know, will it cause me a problem later on? Maybe. You know, a little bit of darkness. You know, a little bit of abject, painful, you know, exuberant darkness beyond human comprehension. Never hurt anybody. You know, except for the people who have died in unnameable void, terror beyond nightmare comprehension, you know, stuff, people, you know, who have died of things related to that. No, 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 I don't want any. I don't want any. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't want any. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, I don't. Not even a little bit. No, no, no. No, I don't want a free sample. No, I don't want to give you my email address. No, no, no. I don't. Not later. No, I don't want to update. No, I don't want to use Internet Explorer. No. I don't want to. Not later. Not another time. No. Oh, sign up now. No. Telemarketers. You know? Oh. Wait. Actually, where? Okay. I think that's where my stuff is. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. So I need to get back up there, but how do I do that without a... Oh, I don't even have a pick now. I don't even have a pick now. Oh, schnibbles. Oh, darkness. Oh, suffering and pain. Oh, despair. Distinct from this pair. Oh, fart! No, okay, alright. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. It's going to be things. It's going to be, you know, it might not be, you know, what we wanted, but in the end, isn't that the... Okay, you know what I'm going to do? No, that didn't work. I can't believe that didn't work. That should have worked. I've consulted with my marketing team. They say I have to do this all in normal mode. So, going to bring my most deadly weapons. Going to bring a lot of cobble. And I'm going to bring a sword. And I'm going to fight with honor and valor and bravery and like 8 torches. I think I can still do this. I think I can, you know, I might be able to. You know, if, you know, think, maybe, out of all of this, there might be some gold ore, you know, there might be some gold ore somewhere down there, and I might encounter it. That's possible. It could still happen. We could still get to the nether. You know, we could still do it. I don't want to be around the hoglins and the zombie pigmen. You know, I mean, the zombie pigmen are bad enough, but like the hoglins, they're like pretty scary. And you know, I mean, it's better to be dealing with one incredibly scary threat than 2 incredibly scary threats all at the same time. Okay, that sucked. That really sucked. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. we're going to go across, straight across, and we're not even going to worry. We're not even going to worry what like skeletons or whatever might be over there going to shoot us down, going to try to, you know, mess up our lives, make us unhappy, cause us like sadness and pain and despair. No. Here's what's going to happen. We've got enough. We can drop. Oh, that was a big drop. Okay. Okay, but I think... Oh, fart. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna get... that looked like a much smoother drop from... No! No! The tension. The tension between me and, you know, your, progenitor. Or multiple. Multiple of them at the same time. Last night. It's, palpable. That's palpable. The tension is able to be palped. You know? I really want my pants back. It would have been really nice to get, any pickaxes. But it is only one pickaxe. You know? So, this is going to be fun. I mean, part of what we can do, now that we've got a little bit of health to play with, is maybe try and figure out if we've got any other items down there. Because I do see some experience orbs. Probably my pants ended up falling down there. I have this bucket of water, so I can actually navigate my way down. And I can light up this corner, and I can see no pants. So I must be, you know, out of pant related luck, which is quite sad. I must admit that I find that quite disheartening. You know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! He's got trident. No! 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 I don't like it. I don't want it. No! 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 I don't want any. No! No whales. No! Not even one Jehovah's Witness. No! Not even one. You know, because you let one in, they start multiplying in the carpets. You know? In the carpets. Not even one. Okay. And then, you know, before you know it, you have an infestation. So, don't do that. Okay. Creebler, come here. Come here, Creebler. Oh, you see me. You see me, right? Oh, you see me. No, you see nothing. You don't even see anything even at all. Nope. Boom. Okay, so now, okay, we just have to get onto this ledge, and then we're closer to where we, and then we can, everything becomes a lot easier retrieving one's stuff. Once you're actually like closer than you were when you started, it'll all make sense one day when you understand, when you live my life, you know, from the beginning, and you're born as me, you know, in this grand wheel of, you know, whatever, of living and dying and change and rebirth and moths, you know, into the flame or whatever. All this stuff, you know, all that stuff, you know, all that stuff. I mean, can I make it any more, you know, then you'll understand. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I hope. Maybe. But probably not. You might. You might. But I don't, to be totally honest. When you have that, like, oh, what is she saying? Like, I don't understand how that connects. Like, I'm thinking this. I'm right there with you, bestie. Like, right there with you. That must have been... I don't know if that was a witch or if that was a, oh, the name of the skeletons that shoot you with the slowing arrows. What are they called? Withers? No. Sebastians? Little Sebastians, right? They're called Little Sebastians. They should be. I think that would be it. I think that would be a charming name for them. Okay, so we did actually get the most important thing, which was we got a little bit of cobble, so we can make a little bit of sticks and fencing, so we can make a little bit of pickaxe energy, you know. We can make a little bit of pickaxe-ness, and then we can get a little coal. But, you know, why would we use coal when we actually just literally have lava here? I mean, yeah, I know, I want to contribute to, like, portals, but why not just do this with this? And then I can actually make 3 pickaxes, or a pickaxe and pants. Maybe pants. Maybe not pants. I might not be able to afford pants yet, but one day I will be able to afford pants. And then, you know, you'll all be something. Dead! You know, scrundled by the nuclear bundle, as they are prone to say, you know. Yeah, I mean, I was so worried about Markiplier nuking me that it turns out the Jacksepticeye ended up, you know, nuclear explosion, you know, and then boom, radiation, and all the radiation, it made me into a spider thrall, you know, and now I live to serve, you know. It's just, I just do that, you know. That's the things that I live to do. Serving is one of those things.
I don't believe she slays either. Oh, I hear she can, but she doesn't like to.
You know, and people ask me all the time. But I'll never tell. And they say things like, who are you? What are you doing in my house? You know, annoying, pointless trivialities, you know, beyond the scope of this, you know, whatever. It's just what it is, you know. It's just what it is. I mean, what I'd really, really like is for one of these zombies to just drop, you know, a piece of golden armor, you know, without having to be asked, you know, without needing to be told, you know, oh, do this, do that, you know. convenient if it had happened on an earlier episode and then I'd had the foresight not to wear a piece of golden armor that I was gonna need. Oh. Well, speak of the developer, and he will develop her. Did I get it? No. Darn. Okay, I mean, I could mine gold in the Nether. I have one more idea. This is indispensable if you want torches. The one thing I could do... No. Everything, it's just I need to get to the Nether. I need to get Nether quartz so I can make a proper mob spawner. Why is it necessary? Do I need to make a mob spawner in that sense? Could I just harvest, like make a bunch of iron, make some hoppers, make a series of platforms, and do something with like pistons and redstone, and just not use, not use a, not use a comparator in the looping circuitry and just use a series of repeaters instead? Well, then I'd have to find redstone, wouldn't I? No, it doesn't seem like things are coming together very Millhouse right now. Things seem to be coming together decidedly non-Millhouse. Very interesting. Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out where, because I saw an iron deposit. I think it was, maybe it was here? Oh, great. My friend, the annoying jerk. Oh, I'm sure hoping he's here to be an annoying jerk. Yeah, okay. Betrayal. Yeah, well, you can't betray what's already been retrayed, And I've been retraded right up, I've been retraded and detraded. Not about it. Not about it. I'm not gonna let it happen. No. There we go. Yeah, that is. I know exactly where that is. That is incredible. Okay, I am actually keeping this. So that's that other... Oh, this is actually excellent. Okay, now I'm trying to remember where it was I saw iron ore. I also see... I think that's a villager with a straw hat. So it's a straw hat villager. Zombie. Well, basically not a huge threat at this stage in time. Okay, hello. Oh, you seem like a terrible person. Oh, I sure hope you come to annoy me. I sure hope that you tell all your friends that I'm here and that you're really, really a terrible, terrible guy. You know what I'm gonna do? Just for you, I'm gonna cause you unbearable suffering. Just because I feel so many good, warm, positive feelings for you, Mr. Creebler. Very few have your powers of creebling around, I feel genuine warmth. Arg! In my heart. At times. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. Ugh. This doesn't seem like such a good idea. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. No, I really don't. I really don't. I really... I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. No, I'm just sad. That was just sad. No, because I have no idea where that is now. I have no idea where that is. This is demoralizing. Piggy, I think I'm going to kill you. Just out of frustration. You know, I promised, I said, you know, this is going to be a vegan run, no matter what. I'm not going to kill any animals, I promised, you know, on my grave. But I think I'm just, there's so much anger in my heart, and so much disappointment and stuff, that, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so that, I think, is where I dropped all my stuff. So maybe that means that I've helpfully destroyed everything with lava. That would be good, I guess. That might as well happen. You know, it's fine. I wouldn't have it any other way. Something like that. Especially the fact that I don't have any food coming in here. I'm sure that that's not going to have any negative consequences. You know? Yeah, definitely. I don't like this at all. Okay, there's only so many places it could be. I see. That looks promising. But again, I just have no food. So, unless I find all of my stuff, there's a line between perseverance and just straight up self-torture. And I'd like to stay on the right side of it today. Just this aspect of the terrain generation, it's like, I need to make like a living room in here. Yes, no, I need to Lost World, you know? This is getting dark oak. Definitely. Yeah. No, I can definitely like take this opportunity to kind of like explore and just enjoy the world. Like, there is so much here, and like, sometimes it's like, I don't know, sometimes it's just fun to see the world from like a different perspective, right? Like, I mean, the monsters, it's always a choice, right? At least in the game. At least in the game, it's a choice. You know, sometimes in life it feels like I don't know, like sometimes things aren't exactly what they're supposed to be, or like there's more trouble than there needs to be, you know? And sometimes, I don't know, like, maybe you're like this too, but I'm definitely like this, where sometimes I feel like there's this, like, little gremlin inside me when things are going, like, too well, and she's always like, let's fuck something up. Let's make something worse. And to that gremlin I say, like, what? Come on, why? What's the point of this? Don't do this, you know? Why do that? Why make it harder on yourself? You know? But we've still got a task, and as much as I'd like to try to keep this to an hour, I really want to get into the Nether and make a little treehouse in the Nether. Just something basic, but I guess I could do it full peaceful mode, but it would feel a little disingenuous, maybe is the word. It would feel like cheating. Here. Trying to figure out what I was actually trying to do. I think I was trying to get torches, and I was trying to get, oh yeah, another pickaxe. So I can do that, and do I want another one? Actually, do I have enough for pants? I have enough for a helmet, or I have enough for a helmet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, there is a little secret weapon I have, okay? That secret weapon is, I happen to know from a night walk. This happened actually during one of the vistas, so I don't know if you watched them, but I went on a night walk in one of them, and I found a chest next to an abandoned nether portal, and it's on that side of the mountain. So I'm actually going to go back there and see what's in that chest, because it might just give us some golden armor. It's possible. And then we also want, well, I won't know what I need to still make until that's done. So I think I'm gonna leave off mining more iron until I see what's in that chest, because I had the self-restraint to not check what was in the chest. I'm hoping that whatever it is good. At least that there is some armor there, but I have no way of knowing, so I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, I think that's as far up as we can go before we start to, like, sink into the snow. I'm trying to remember where exactly it was, but I don't think I'm going wrong if I go this way. It's just difficult to maintain elevation sometimes. Oh, I hope that pig... Ha. Okay, well, I don't know if that police officer survived. Let's hope so. You know? Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. I'm really glad that that giant hole exists right at the edge of the biome. That's silly. Okay, anyway, this is, okay, no, not what I want, not what I want. Come on, let's get out of here. Okay, so if we go here, maybe? That was like crawling my way out of an ice cream cone. It's kind of a nice image, but not as nice in practice, you know? Not as exuberant, not as joyful in practice. It's actually kind of a slog in practice, you know? And what's that? Oh, we're almost at my old cabin. Okay. Yeah. I had to crawl my way out of there a couple of times, crawl my way out of there a couple of times, crawl my way out of there a couple of times. But it was even further than this. Okay, so you saw that. I didn't kill that. That's free mutton, you know? So I'm gonna have a little bit of food, you know, next time I go into the nether. But mostly I just want a lot of potatoes. I should just grow a lot of potatoes. Like an obscene, a grotesque, you know, an amount of potatoes that make people question my human dignity, my sanity, and my morality all at once, you know? That kind of number of potatoes. Holy. What is this? What? No, oh, come on. Oh, be reasonable. Okay, well, this is... Okay, I think I do remember this from that night walk, but whoa. Oh, it just ends? Oh, this one is like... Oh, that's very charming. Oh, this is... Oh, and it has a water... Aw. It has a water source built in. It has enough water to form an infinite water source already here. Oh, I'm in love. I am in love. This is perfect. Oh, this is excellent. Okay, I think if I... This one, 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 and not that one. Oh. This one. Okay, I think almost. Just want that one. Okay, no. I think this one's just... Oh, it's just exhibiting some behaviors. Weird. Okay, well that can be fixed. But this, what is this? That doesn't make a lot of sense. What's going on there? Okay, so I don't actually understand for myself what it is that's going on there. That looks really strange and glitchy. But at least this is all source blocks. So I'm just gonna pretend that that looks good and normal, and leave it at that. Okay. Hello. Hello. I am Canson. I'm taking care of my roommate's cat. Her name is Pax. It means peace in Latin. And she's very peaceful. She won my heart. There we go. There's that portal. Alright. Let's see. Oh. I hope this was worth it. Yes! Oh, that's actually really nice. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. A lodestone. Oh, wonderful. Horse armor, a fire charge. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is perfect. And it has two of these. Nice. Okay, I'm actually gonna take the chest because I want an extra chest. And then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna throw on the chest piece. I'm gonna need 12 iron. I'm gonna need 12 iron if I want like a full set of armor that incorporates the golden chest piece. But I think oh, yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know. There's just, it's definitely, sometimes, I don't know. Am I a fake gamer? You know? You know? Are games supposed to be fun? You know? Are they supposed to be fun or are they supposed to be stressful? You know? Is it a crime? You know? Did I literally violate the Geneva of it all? Or something? You know? Did I violate the Geneva Convention? Did I, you know, cause untold suffering, you know, to millions, to countless untold? I ask you. And I'm pretty sure you'll know, you know, just from knowing me, from knowing the quality of my, you know, whatever. You'll know. Something like that. Okay, so what is this? Oh, it's just a bunch of old leaves. Okay. So that'll give spruce saplings, but I better leave it to its own devices because I actually don't want the item form of that yet. Am I a fake gamer? Ask your heart, you know? Am I good enough? You know? And the answer, you know, is no, obviously. Because you are not a poison spider. And you never will be. You know? You gotta remember that. And then maybe you'll understand. Oh, well, there is definitely some iron. So let's go and grab some iron. Well, yeah, that's more than enough for what I needed. Okay. But do I have the inventory space for it? Yes, if I drop totally irrelevant things. that I actually don't need. Then I have the inventory space for it. Okay. And then gravel and a charge. Okay, so we're doing good. We just need to get back to that thing. There we go. Okay. So, a few things. First thing, I want this chest to be here. I want the lava buckets to be actually with us. I want to get rid of, but not in my hand. I want to get rid of this, and probably this. And this, I want that so I can make food. I want the lodestone with me for sure. The iron nuggets, I kind of want to just use to make iron. And then I have enough for the armor that I need, which is pants and a helmet. And I think with that, I am actually ready to... Okay, so I'll have the chest plate and I'll have this in my inventory so I can actually toggle, basically, whether I want to get attacked by pigmen. In case I want to get attacked by pigmen. You know, I mean, it's technically possible I might want that. It's kind of strange. But then again, when has that ever stopped me? So these would actually be perfect tools for taking down some of those big trees. I actually looked up what they're called, and they're called huge fungus is actually their government name, which I just thought was kind of interesting, you know. Huge fungus doesn't really sound like a term of endearment, a term of elk. But then again, I kind of also, I mean, it's a trade-off, right? Do I take the thing that's going to be fast and run out like really soon? Do I take something that's going to last a little bit longer, but maybe not be able to replace as easily? Basically, it's a race against time. As soon as I get in there, I'm gonna be trying to build something as fast as possible so I don't get blown up by ghasts. I'm a little unsure. I'm a little unsure of myself right now. Alright, so there is extra iron. I'm just going to put that in here. And then I'm going to put I think this, I'm gonna have to do some organization for sure. Right now I've got food, I've got lava, I've got everything I need. Okay, so then should I keep these spare, like in reserve? That seems a little naive, but I don't know, maybe it's not the end of the world. Okay. And then we can do a couple more chunks of obsidian. We're gonna want to have inventory space for cobble, but we can definitely do that. Okay. The phrase that keeps coming to mind is from Carl Jung. And the phrase is, in order for a tree's branches to reach heaven, its roots must reach all the way down into hell. One, two, three, four. I want this to be 5 spaces tall, exactly. So this, and this, and then this, and then this. Okay, so that's closer. That's closer. Oh, I just remembered. Oh, okay, well. I wanted to put that chest up in the portal room, so I had a quick save location to put stuff. In fact, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Why not? This episode's already gone like crazy long, so. And we need this, and we need that, and we want some potatoes. If some have grown, it would be nice. Oh, they were so close. They weren't ready yet. Well, okay, well, this will just be an endless cycle if I don't address it, hey? Okay, so then, let's get that one chest. That's fine. Yeah. You could also see maybe pumpkins becoming like a storage location, like maybe reinforce it with some iron and you have like a pumpkin barrel. I think that'd be cute, that'd be festive. Be a nice thing for a Halloween update, you know. I think pumpkins are just kind of like an underutilized part of the crafting tree, you know. But then again, their role in golems, I thought that's like really neat. Because it's only pumpkins. I don't know. I mean, you could maybe there could be like a watermelon thing. Like you could make Summerween decorations. Yeah. No. Ah, come on. Ah, I'm so good at parkour. Okay. Oh, fun. Oh, Cinco. Got it. Okay, so then we do actually have enough to go ahead and just make this portal. We could just make it. Let's make it. Why not? You only live one time. After all. That and this, and then, well, this needs to be here so that this can be here. So this can be here so that that can be there so that I can mess it up. Okay, well, you know what? I did my best. I tried. You know? Sometimes you just have to, sometimes, you know? Sometimes angry, sometimes dissatisfaction, sometimes disgruntlement, even, you know? Words, noises, you know? Deep, unholy, unnatural, you know, sources of rage and inner violence and turmoil, you know, even. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to build a house tree in the Nether. With my settings on normal. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, Pax. I'm gonna try it. This seems like such a good idea. Okay, so the first step, the very first step is gonna be to place this lodestone right in the center. So, and then I'm gonna try carving out a bunch of this, and hopefully I get enough material to I don't know, to make something that looks a little nice. But this is also going to have to work its way up. You know, I mean, for everything I hear about the neighborhood, it's definitely warm and sanguine, you know? It feels like it feels like a particular monthly event in here, you know? It's got this nightmarish sort of quality. Let's just close off. Let's close off that version of it. I think I would see if there were guests. I think I would see them, but I don't know. The one thing I wanted was like bones. I should have brought my bones. I have like 6 of them. I could at least do something with that much, I would imagine. Okay, here. So we've got to get this, we've got to get that, we've got to get this. So one thing we could do is we could just start making like a wall around here just to keep out, you know, all of the things that I don't want. You know, it would be nice. Okay, so that's okay. This is okay. I can actually just like tunnel my way down here, right? Okay, I mean, I can't overdo it, but maybe I can overdo it. You know, maybe I have permission to overdo it. So they're called huge crimson fungus and huge warped forest. And we're just supposed to accept this. Like it's normal. You wouldn't catch me dead, you know, being okay with totally reasonable things. No. No. I sure as hecky would not allow myself to become convinced that something totally normal and fine is anything at all good. Okay, so a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And then I think if I go out from here, that should be something, and then we can like build up from here. Because I think this is fine, this is fine, that's fine. We can go here, we can go down, we can go here, we can go here, we can go here, and there, and this. And then it's just a whole lot of menstrual blood. It's just so much menstrual blood. It's ridiculous, you know, the kind of volumes, you know, and consistencies of menstrual blood that just make people question, you know, your sanity, your right to exist, you know, things that, you know, by rights, you shouldn't really, you know, have to deal with people questioning, you know, do you have a right to exist? Kind of feels like the question that you ask just before somebody, like, beats you over the head with, like, a mallet, and takes your stuff, like some kind of cartoon, you know, some kind of cartoon critter. Thug is the word I'm thinking of. Some kind of thug. Right, so, and then there's this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna like grab that, I grab this, and then this will be like a staircase, and then that gives us like 3, 2, 3. So we're gonna need a little bit more in terms of that, but it's pretty good already. I want this, I want this, I want to take this down to here, and then did I remember to bring, I didn't remember to bring sticks, but there is this stuff, so as long as those pigmen aren't trying to kill me, and I've got enough food, I think we'll be okay. I mean, I'm wearing gold, you know? I'm not one of those pores. They're just like real cops, you know? They're just like normal, real, regular police officers. It's impressive how simple it was to mimic their behavior. Just had to make them attack anybody who doesn't have money. You know? It's almost like we could learn something about policing, about police work, from this simple game. You know, out of the mouths of, you know, multi-million-dollar franchise in the hands of one of the most powerful tech giants that's ever existed. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, I mean, there's so much that makes the Nether, like, unbelievably dangerous. I don't know. At least there's, like, at least there's wood now. At least there's, like, wood you can build with, you can make tools with. And crimson planks tend to be one of the best wood types for this biome. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to make a crafting table. I'm going to bite the bullet and make the crafting table with the materials that are just here. And then I'm going to do a little bit of construction. I definitely want doors, not a lack of doors. I just want a proper door there. There's a real door right there. Okay, and then I have actually... There we go. Okay, so then I wanted like the second door. There we go. Okay, so now you can open the shutters and you can look out, but only if you embrace the vulnerability that you might get shot in the face by a gas the moment you open those doors. And then maybe later on I'll make another addition. But for now, this is a room in the Nether. There's a lodestone. I think that's pretty good already. I think that's pretty good already. But I definitely want to take that and make like one space out, so there's a chance, you know, for this vinery to grow down. I'm definitely going to want to make some real stairs out of this wood type, so it does feel like something, you know, something a little bit more tangible, able to be tanged. It's famously the root of that phrase. That which, you know, can be tanged. That's what it stands for. So that, and I think I'm gonna take a couple of things with me into the overworld. But one thing I'm gonna leave here is a light. I want to have no trouble seeing in this area. I'll just line it up with the lodestone there. That looks pretty good. So there's a view, right? You can see right down to that lava pool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think this looks pretty good. And then the other thing I want is fencing. And more fencing. And more fencing. I'm gonna put this at the bottom. Because, like, I really do think that having a gate before a door is just a smart decision. But I'm gonna need to I'm gonna need to adapt my plan. And I do need to remember I'm not fully in cakewalk mode anymore. And I could still fully get bodied by a ghast at any moment. So, just gonna try. I mean, the one thing I don't like about that hole in the floor is it does provide a possible line of sight to ranged attacks. So, definitely this needs like some workshopping, let's say. To put it gently. To put it extremely more gently than it deserves to be put. Okay, so there's definitely a baby hoglin there. Okay, so are they gonna get mama? Okay, that wasn't very vegan of me, but to be fair, you know, the hoglin attacked first. So I was self-defense. The poor, innocent, defenseless baby, attacked me. I had a right to defend myself. You know? Well, sure, I guess. Maybe. Maybe. But I kind of feel like in that circumstance, it's on you to be the bigger person. But then again, I never actually ended up encountering Mama. So, there's a bit of a staircase, you know. It gets exposed as soon as you're out actually in the world, but there is a bit of a panic room. This can all be like, this can all be expanded. But for now, we have the panic room, and it has a lodestone, and we have like a good place to start growing these vines from. And look, it's already grown one stage. So I think I'm gonna make my little display of nether wealth in the overworld, and then call it a day. And I think where I'm gonna put it is I'm gonna put my first crimson plank in the overworld out here. I'm gonna add a bench that's gonna be in this area. I want just to give it a little bit more spaciousness. Okay, this is by no means what's going to be like the floor forever, but for now, as a placeholder, I'll accept it. There's a pretty little bench looking over this area. Definitely gonna want more to do on this building. I'm gonna need diamonds. I'm gonna need to do some proper mining. So this series is gonna run deep. You know, I mean, we're just getting all the wood types for now. That's like intended to be, the start of it. But all of these host trees I'm gonna want to do more with, to push it further. I might change the order at some point, and try to make all of the trees line up. I'm really sleepy. I'm really incoherent. I'm really, I could be doing better emotionally, spiritually, financially, But sometimes you just have to admit to yourself that it's time to go to bed. It's time for you to go to bed. Where are your parents? Like, comment, share this video, subscribe, or else, bad, things could happen, maybe, unrelated to that, but they could. So, do you want the risk that maybe something bad could happen ever? No, you don't. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, support me on Patreon. Thank you to my long-term supporter on there, Sasha. I always put out new things. You get access to videos 2 weeks early, but you also get access to anything I post 2 weeks early. And that includes story writing, that includes manga, Compost Cup. Check out the new website, symbiosister.com. It looks super good. You should check it out. You should see it. You should witness it. Click on some buttons. There's good buttons there. I learned CSS to make those buttons. So you better check it out. 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 And remember, no matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, no matter what your situation in life, it is always, we need to ban all fossil fuels now. Tuesday. And have a great day.